Hi there, in this video I'm going to take a quick look at OneNote, specifically how we navigate a OneNote notebook. So I'm going to quickly open up OneNote. I have it pinned to my taskbar. So I'll choose File, Open, and we can open from OneDrive, and I generally save all of my notebooks to OneDrive so I can share them for project management. But I'm just going to open a notebook that I have stored locally for this demonstration. So if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of this list, we have that browse. And these are the files that I've shared with you via my LMS, and there's a link in the bottom of this. So I'm going to choose default personal notebook. And generally what you want to do is open up the OneTalk. That is the actual top level notebook. So it just loads up the other sections. So this has, notice it says default personal notebook. This is the name of the file here, which matches the name of the folder, you'll see. And then it's got two things called sections. Within those sections we have pages. So it's kind of like the sections within a binder. Between each section we have the pages. Now let's take a quick look at that file to see, or the contents of the folder I should say, which is the notebook file. So it's not like something like a Word or an Excel document where everything's contained in one file, slightly different. So if I double click on this default personal notebook, I'm just using my File Explorer, by the way. Windows key plus E will get you this. So I have a recycling bin. So basically we can always get our stuff back from the recycling bin if we delete it. We have this file with a one extension. That is for each of the tabs. And then we have a file with the OneTalk. So that's the actual file that contains all of the sections, which are the tabs. And this default personal notebook that I've shared with you, it has a bunch of instructions and descriptions about what we can do with OneNote. So if you want to go through, basically it's a great way to look at, give yourself an idea about what we can do with OneNote. There's a little video at the end of the very first tab and page. So let's just quickly open another notebook. So I'm going to just go use the same method. We'll take a look at another method in a moment, but I'll choose File, Open. And again, I'll browse. And I'm going to use Getting Started with OneNote, Leaps and Bounds, and again, open that OneTalk. So I'm on the company info tab. There's only one page in that tab. You can also think of these tabs as sections. Notice that that About, Leaps and Bounds, Travel matches that section, that page name here. So if I just change that to About Us, you'll see that it also changes over here. So that's basically how you name the pages, by putting a piece of text at the top. Every time you create a page, you'll be prompted for that text. Now, on this page we have a little note. You can think of this as a note, and you can move that and drag it around. You can also change the width. The height changes depending on how much content. So it's dynamic to the content, and the width of the, you can think of this as a text box or a note. Now, if you want to create a new one of these, it's very simple. You just click anywhere on your page. So I'm just going to type in my name to demonstrate, or if I could create a shopping list, for example. Now to delete these text boxes or notes, you can just click anywhere in the note. You see there's kind of a little title bar there. If you just click on that, and you can press delete on your keyboard. I'll try backspace as well. I'm not sure if that works. So I'll click inside of the note, click on the title bar. Yeah, backspace also works. So to move to a different section, of course, you can just click on the section. Notice that it actually tells you the file path when you mouse over it. I'm going to click on that. So this section, it contains something known as a printout as well as a link to a Word document. So you can add Word documents very easily. We'll take a look at this together. 2 pages within sections. So this is the brochure page within the marketing section. If I click on special deals, I have a Word document, a graphic, and some content that we added via OneNote. And then under tour presentation, we have a link to a PowerPoint presentation. I'll just quickly double click on that to see. So there's a PowerPoint presentation that's linked. So we can quickly bring up files via a link that we place within a page inside of a section. Under the agents, we have something known as an embedded spreadsheet. So basically it's, you can think of it as a copy, distinct copy within OneNote. Under resources, again we have a printout of a Word document and a link to that Word document. And under financials, we have something known as a group. So if I click on that, you see that those previous tabs disappear. Now we have 2. It's almost like a distinct section within a notebook that has its own sections, distinct from the rest. To get back to the main notebook, we click on the little green arrow. So we'll take a look at how we can add these sections, these pages, as well as all of these various items to our pages and sections. Now we can switch between our open notebooks by clicking on this little drop down. So there's the previous notebook I opened, and here's the last one. So you can quickly switch between them. You can also make this thing available if you have a nice big wide screen. Mine's very small for this screencast, but if you use that little pin there, you can switch between them. The benefits of this is you can also twirl these down and see the actual sections within each of the notebooks as well. So you can navigate via those methods as well, especially when you're within groups. It makes it a little bit more obvious. If you don't like that pane to be docked or that panel to be docked, you can unpin it. So again, click on your drop down, pin it to dock it, or click on that pin to undock it. So that's basically navigating an existing notebook, again using the tabs, the pages, and taking a look at some of the content we can add. Thanks so much for watching.